Hello, my name is ELLIOTT GRIGGE, staff writer for Eat, Sleep, Boxing, Repeat. Check us out socially on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube and online. And I'm here to offer a preview, breakdown and prediction for the upcoming WBC World Flyweight title fight taking place this Saturday night between Charlie Edwards and Julio Cesar Martinez Aguilar. So, tail of the tape, what do we know? So Edwards is 15-1 with 6 KOs. Aguilar is 14-1 with 11 KOs. Both fighters have an orthodox stance. Aguilar, this is his first fight outside of Mexico, and Edwards, this is his second defence of the title that he won back in December of last year, defeating 28-3 Nicaraguan Christopher Rosales. So coming into the fight, Aguilar is on a 14-fight winning streak. He lost, the only fight he has lost was his debut fight, lost to 5-0 Joaquin Cruz. Since then, of those 14 fights, he's obviously scored 11 KOs, which is suggestive of the fact that he carries power in both hands. Of that record, his most sort of distinguished victory would be, he got a victory against Mexican former world champion Sosa, and that was his last fight, Sosa's last fight. And in his last fight out, Aguilar scored a 5th round KO stoppage of the highly regarded Welsh prospect, Andrew Selby. Although since that fight, to caveat, Selby was considered to be ill prepared, and the fight was altitude, which didn't obviously help him. But Aguilar is rough and ready, headbutted Selby in that fight as well, and stopped the point. But definitely carries power, is definitely dangerous. Edwards himself has also been stopped once before. He lost TKO via TKO in an IBF title fight back in 2016 against John Casimero. His 2 recent championship fights that he's had, both on the distance, so they've both done the 12-round distance twice. Last defending his title against Spain's Angel Moreno. Whereas Angulo has never been beyond 8 rounds, so his longest fight was obviously he had a couple of decision victories, but these are only 8-round contests, so he's never been beyond 8 rounds, which I think leading into my prediction, is going to be telling. I think Edwards is very, very well conditioned. He's used to the championship distance. He's a home fighter. He is fighting a Mexican in Aguilar who is relentless, comes forward and throws unorthodox shots from unorthodox positions. But I think if he survives the first half of the fight, I think he'll get the better of Aguilar. I'm looking at my prediction. I'm just thinking about it now. I think he'll win via points. He may get put down at some point, but I think overall he'll win the contest on points. He's mentally tough. He's improved since he won the title against Rosales. He's got that sort of level of spite that you need at this higher level. So I'm predicting that Evans will win via UD. Check in. Watch the fight Saturday night. Let us know what you think. Let me know if you think I've called it correctly. But I'm going for Evans on points.